Welcome to the MTC Report, the news behind the news with journalist Mark Taylor-Canfield.
This is Mark Taylor-Canfield reporting live from Seattle for the MTC Report. Our latest news next. Space alien hoax blamed for Trump's election. Today, a spokesperson for the Galactic Federation's Interior Ministry of Information admitted that the entire Trump administration was a hoax perpetrated and directed by teenagers from an alien race of creatures inhabiting the planet Nebulous. The prank was first proposed in November of 2014 after the adolescent aliens got amazingly high on some super lemon haze that they had obtained from a local Seattle pot shop called Baked in Paradise. Apparently, the idea came to them when one of the creatures, who look a lot like slugs, suggested that they use advanced mind control techniques to convince half the nation that Trump was their messiah, chosen by God to transform the nation into a right-wing neo-fascist Christian theocracy. Well, it was all a funny joke until the guy actually got elected. For most of his insane reign, the guilty aliens tried to hide their involvement until an investigative reporter from the Alpha Centauri system went undercover to reveal the truth. After an extensive 4-year investigation, journalist Floyd Wushenbakaniglikudobos finally cracked the case wide open in an expose for a major Centaurian news network. Floyd revealed that some very high-level members of the U.S. Congress were also brainwashed by the Nebulan pranksters. An unnamed alien admitted, "It was supposed to be all fun and games until the madman managed to get into the White House. We never thought the Americans would actually vote for him. It was a joke, a ridiculous idea, of course. We were just bored, that's all, and had nothing better to do that day. But we never meant any harm, and now we totally regret the entire fiasco. We've learned our lesson and will never, ever interfere with Earth politics again." According to my anonymous sources residing in an unknown, secret, unspecified location somewhere near a black hole, Donald Trump had no idea that much of the nation was being manipulated by forces from the other side of the Milky Way galaxy. To hide their complicity, the aliens spread rumors that it was actually a conspiracy by the Russians to undermine American democracy. Well, unfortunately, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer still believe that false propaganda, but Vladimir Putin doesn't seem to mind taking credit for a major political disaster that nearly toppled the U.S. empire. The United Nations have filed an official complaint against the Nebulans with the Galactic Federation, but few observers think anyone will ultimately be held responsible. In the words of one of the alien co-conspirators, "Look, if the human species is so stupid that they'll believe an obvious hoax, then they deserve everything they got." Well, Trump and his minions are unavailable for comment, but the twice-impeached former commander-in-chief tweeted another irrational rant about, quote, "radical leftist Democrat mayors," unquote, being responsible for the destruction of America's greatness. And in other news, NASA astronomers say they will renew their attempts to send Trump back to the desolate, isolated asteroid that he came from after he escaped last week with the help of Alex Jones and a band of outlaw authoritarians from the planet Draconia. This is Mark Taylor-Canfield reporting live from Seattle for the MTC News Report.
MTC Report, the news behind the news with journalist Mark Taylor-Canfield.